Welcome back, guys. So it's CT Music back with a brand new video. So today we're gonna talk about bass guitars. So this is for beginners mostly. So I have two bass guitars right behind me. We're gonna talk about it today. So the bass guitar usually holds the low frequency or the low end of the songs. It's usually accompanied by the drum, the bass drum with the low frequency, and it's an electric instrument, so it has to be plugged in via an amplifier to be heard. So for personal use, you can get a bass amplifier online or in the stores. Personally, I don't have one currently. However, I do plan to get one in the future. Or it can be used for professional or performance use. And these would require bigger amplifiers depending on the space, and it would need to run to the main speakers, and this would be done by a quarter inch cable running from the amplifier to the main mixer, and then the main mixer running to the main speakers or the house. Alright, so since I don't have a bass amp, so this is what I'm doing today. I'm going to run the bass guitars you see right here to this mixer right here, with the mixer running to the speaker. Alright, so most bass guitars are either 4-string or 5-string. So this one right here is 4-string, Yamaha, and this one right here is a 5-string. So there are many brands out there. Some of the good brands are Fender, you have Yamaha, Sterling by Music Man, you have Ibanez, and some others out there. So bass guitars fall under two categories. You have active bass guitars and passive bass guitars. So the passive guitars are the ones that you plug in and you can EQ it only from the amplifier. There is no EQ on the bass, equalizer. That's what I mean by EQ. And then you have the passive basses. Those you can EQ or equalize. So you have the low end or different knobs. Usually see more than 2 knobs on an active bass. So those you can EQ from the bass itself. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. So this 4-string bass is a passive bass. So you have 2 knobs. This one is the volume knob and this one is the tone knob. So, and this one is actually where you put the 1/4-inch jack to run it to the amplifier. And we have the active basses here. So this one comes with the volume and the bass and treble knobs. So the active basses also carry a 9-volt battery at the back. So you need a battery for the active basses, but the passive bass guitars do not need any battery. Alright, so we're just going over the bass guitar now. So this part right here is where you have the connections to the strings, where you can tune each of the strings. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the strings you can tune. I usually use a tuner on my phone, but you have some tuners that you can buy as well. I have an app that I'm gonna show you just right here. This is the one I use. So the tuning for a regular 4-string is E, A, D, G, and I'll show you soon. So this right here is called the fretboard, which is where the strings are placed over, and you press down on the string on the fretboard as well, and you pluck the string to here. And I'm gonna plug it in soon and show you. So these are called pickups. So these pickups basically gather the sound from the strings and send it to the amplifier so it could be heard. So I'm just gonna plug in a 1/4-inch cable, which I have right here. into the bass guitar, turn on the amp, and we'll get started. Alright, so remember E, A, D, G. So it's G, D, A, E. So you can use any mnemonic you want to use. I don't really use one, but you can use like every animal does good. I don't know. So E, A, D, G. So to mute the strings when you're not playing, so when you're not playing, this is gonna happen. You're gonna hear some noise or distortion. While the volume is on, the air around you is, or when you brush against it, you're gonna still hear it in the amp or in the speaker. So you want to either hold down on the strings, not press down, but hold the strings, or you can just use the volume button and just turn the volume right off. So we'll get more advanced with the playing in future videos, but it carries the same keys as any other instrument. But just to make sure you know, so these dots on the bass guitars actually show you where the keys are, and they have them up here as well, if you can see them. So the double right here or right here is actually the octave of the string. So the E, so you can hear it's the same key, different pitch. And there's actually a second octave up here. So you can hear that it's the same key. So yeah, we'll get to more advanced stuff in later videos. Yeah. So this is the 9-volt battery I was telling you, with the active bass is just a normal 9-volt battery. And this is where you put the bass strap. So right here and right here. So I actually got my strap on Amazon. You can send a link to it in the description down below. This one is actually padded. So last but not least, we're going to talk about this thing right here. So this is the cable, instrument cable, aux cable, 1/4 inch cable, lead. It has many different names, but this is really important. You want to plug one end into the bass, one end into the amplifier. And you always want to walk with at least one of these, especially if you're going on to a performance. One of them might not work and you want to pull for another one, you know? So yeah. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned. And if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, just go down to the comments, let me know, and stay tuned for more videos. CT Music, I'm out.